Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here, for clicking on the video. Today, we are listening to Joan Baez. Did I pronounce her name correctly? I don't think we've actually listened to her here on the channel. I know her song Diamonds and Rust. I don't even know how I discovered that song, but I had discovered it, I believe. I was listening to like a playlist years and years and years ago, and that song came up, and I was like, oh, that's a really good song. So, as far as I know, that's the only thing I know by her, but I could be wrong, but I also don't think that I am. But we're going to listen to this track, Love is Just a Four-Letter Word. This is off of the album Any Day Now, her 9th studio album, released in 1968. We're listening to this track because even though her name's been mentioned many times in the channel, it was hard for me to find a lot of recommendations on specific songs. So I chose this one, which had been suggested by, how do I pronounce your name? T. Sturkop. And Drumming Vulture, I believe you mentioned it as well. So let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Here we go.
Seems like only yesterday I left my mind behind.
Started.
Down in the Gypsy Cafe with a friend of mine who sat with baby heavy on her knee. Yet spoke of life most free from slavery, with eyes that showed no trace of misery. The phrase in connection first with she occurred.
That little release on the note she put there.
That love is just a four-letter word. Experience was limited and underfed.
That little hold.
You were talking while I hid to the one who was the father of your kid. You probably didn't think I did, but I heard you say that love is just a four-letter word.
This is fantastic.
I said goodbye unnoticed, pushed forth into my own games, drifting in and out of lifetimes unmentionable by name, searching for my double, looking for complete evaporation to the core. Though I tried and finding any door, I must have thought that there was nothing more. Absurd.
That little pause in the way that she hits the last word.
That love is just
really captured.
Enough times to think I see the holy kiss that's supposed to last eternity. Blow up in smoke, it's destiny. It falls on strangers, travels free. Yes, I know now traps are only set by me, and I do not really need to be assured that love is just a four-letter word.
Isn't this good? I like this a lot. It's just the sound of it is so
strange
comforting.
It is to be beside you many years, the tables turned. You'd probably not believe me if I told you all I've learned, and it is very, very weird indeed to hear words like forever fleets of ships run through my mind I cannot cheat. It's like looking in nothing to you but repeat what I heard, that love is just a four-letter word.
That was wonderful. That's the kind of song that puts me in a good mood right away. That was beautiful to listen to. And the song is 4 minutes and 30 seconds long. And it pretty much keeps the exact same, for the most part, structure. You know exactly what's coming next. It's predictable in that way. And even her delivery is relatively predictable. You know how the verse is sung. You know that eventually she's going to get to the repeated line of love is a four-letter word. Like, you know what to expect. But she makes it so that you want it. Yeah, you know what you're getting, but you want it again, and you want it again. And at verse 5, you want it one more time. And I think that it's so beautiful how she holds some of these notes in just this very, like, dainty is not the word I want to use. But the way she holds some of the notes is a very soft, kind of loving grasp. Like, it's not a hold on the note, like a hold, like a sustain. It's like a gentle kind of hold. Like the way you would hold an injured bird with love and care. There's a care to the way that she's delivering and the way she sustains her notes. And I think that that's really beautiful. I love, like I said, every time it comes around to the way that she releases that bird. It's just really beautiful. The sitar is a nice addition in the verse that I wasn't expecting. The slide guitar brings a little bit of a country aspect to it. I always say that there's a fine line between like country and folk. To me, this leans more towards a country sound. And I think it sounds absolutely fantastic. That's a good one. It's a great one. Let's look at these lyrics, huh? Seems like only yesterday I left my mind behind down in the Gypsy Cafe with a friend of mine who sat with a baby heavy on her knee, yet spoke of life most free from slavery. With eyes that showed no trace of misery, a phrase in connection first with she occurred. That love is just a four-letter word. Outside a rattling storefront window, cats meow to the break of day. Me, I kept my mouth shut. To you, I had no words to say. My experience was limited and underfed. You were talking while I hid. To the one who was the father of your kid. You probably didn't think I did, but I heard you say that love is just a four-letter word. Okay, I don't want you to laugh at me, but it's okay if you do. I fully allow it. I don't know why, but I'm having trouble piecing together the players in the story and the plot of what's happening. However, even though I'm having trouble following the plot for whatever reason, I'm just having a mental block here. I also think that the song as a whole is talking about growing up and hearing about love, seeing people in love, watching media, TV, movies, songs, radio stations, and hearing what love is supposed to be. But then through life and experience and growing up and maturity, you understand that love is just a word. What's the action behind it? I could be wrong, but that's what I was kind of getting out of it as I was trying to follow the story and such. I said goodbye unnoticed, pushed forth into my own games. Like right here, I pushed forth into my own games. Like now this is she's growing up and learning about love on her own. Drifting in and out of lifetimes unmentionable my name. Searching for my double, looking for complete evaporation to the core. Though I tried and failed at finding any door, like she searched looking for love, I must have thought that there was nothing more absurd than that love is just a four-letter word. Right? So she had heard from, I guess, her friend or someone more experienced and more mature that love is just a four-letter word. And she's like, no, I've heard all these beautiful things, these dreams about love and romance and such. Now she's actually going through life and she's still resisting the idea. Like she still has that infatuation and that idea of love, which is so like fabled and like story time and dreamy. But now she's getting a little bit of realization that it's not that easy. Though I never knew just what you meant when you're speaking to your man, I can only think in terms of me, and now I understand. After waking enough times to think, I see the holy kiss that's supposed to last eternity. Blow up in smoke, it's destiny. Is this a papal thing with like the smoke that they when they do decisions or something like white smoke. Isn't that like when they choose a pope? I don't remember. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I just feel like there might be a connection there. Falls on strangers, travels free. Yes, I know traps are only set by me. And I do not really need to be assured that love is just a four-letter word. Now she's getting it. Strange it is to be beside you many years the table turned. You'd probably not believe me if I told you all I've learned. And it is very, very weird indeed to hear words like forever, fleets of ships. Nice connection. To hear words like forever, fleets, like the word just passes by, it doesn't stick around forever. And then she uses that as a connection, fleets of ships. That's great writing. Small things like that, but they make the difference. Fleets of ships run through my mind, I cannot cheat. It's like looking in the teacher's face complete. I can say nothing to you, but repeat what I heard. That love is just a four-letter word. Now she's facing her own reality. She understands, and through maturity and a lot of experience, she's figured it out. I think that's really, really good. Looking at this track, it says it was originally written by Bob Dylan. Interesting. Baez immediately took to the song, which was written by Dylan sometime around 65, and began performing it even before it was finished. Says Baez is shown in one scene of this film, Don't Look Back, a fragment of the then apparently still unfinished song in a hotel room late at night. She tells Dylan, if you finish it, I'll sing it on record. So I'm assuming that he did. He says Dylan never released a version of his song, and he has never performed the song live. So I guess that he wrote it and she performed it, and that's how that worked out. That's really good. That's a really great song. Great writing as well. Let me know what you guys thought of it, however. Comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the suggestions. Like I said, I don't know if this is a popular track or not, but regardless, it was one that at least I saw a couple of suggestions for, and I'm sure there's many, 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 many more, because even I know that she's very popular, I guess is the word. But yeah, I'd happily dive into some more from her. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.